This year, well actually of 2012, the college has really focused on speaking with all of the stakeholders of this institution in planning its future. So getting focused on what we need to prioritize given the limited resources that all institutions of public higher education have today. And this planning process has been very important for setting future direction, and we have now in draft form a 5-year strategic plan for the college. The plan focuses on new program development. It focuses on expanding our student body because we do have capacity and we want to serve more students in the local community and throughout the Commonwealth. And I'm very pleased to say that we will be presenting that 5-year strategic plan to the William and Mary Board of Visitors on Friday. So at that point, we will have the plan ready to move forward. So recognizing in this context and in this environment that Richard Bland College has a few very distinguishing features, one being that we are the only public 2-year college in Virginia with residence halls. We also have first-rate athletic facilities, so we have these wonderful resources that now we can build upon in order to create the whole college experience that is part of the direction that we're going to be driving toward. So we are just so excited to announce today that Richard Bland College is a member of the Region 10 National Junior College Athletic Association. That designation allows us to compete at the intercollegiate level. It takes us to a whole new level of competition. It also elevates the entire institution by virtue of the affiliation with this national organization. Coach Moore is going to follow me, and he's going to give a lot more details about the number of sports that we're going to be fielding next year and about the longer-term plans for athletics at Richard Bland College. But I would like to just highlight that for the very first time in the history of this institution, we are going to be offering track and field, soccer, softball, and cross country. So adding all new sports to complement other sports that have existed as club sports prior to this time. And with that, it's my great pleasure to introduce our athletic director. Chuck Moore was the former assistant men's basketball coach at Randolph-Macon College until 2012. He was also part of the ODAC Tournament Championship team in 2011 and helped the teams advance to 2 NCAA tournament berths in 2011 and 2012. He spent 2 years as the head men's basketball coach at Patrick Henry Community College, where he started the program as it joined the NJAA. So you'll see he has some experience with this. The first year that they were part of an NJAA team, his team went undefeated, 16-0, in Region 10 conference play and was ranked as high as 11th in the national poll. So we're delighted with Chuck's experience on this front. So at this time, it's just my great pleasure to introduce our head men's basketball coach and our athletic director, Mr. Chuck Moore.
I just want to thank the good Lord for this blessing, this opportunity to be here, but also the blessing of this college. This is going to be a beacon of success across the state and the nation when you give us a few years. People will know the name Richard Bland College. And I want to thank Dr. Saito definitely for this opportunity also, because of the fact she's a visionary, she's a leader. She knows what she wants, and she has the direction and the leadership ability to get us there. So I look forward to working with her in the future. I also want to thank all the media for y'all taking the time out of your busy day to come and take care of us and look after us in this way. Also you students, all our faculty and staff, and everybody that's a part of this college. We cannot do any of this in the future, now or later, without y'all. This is an exciting time to be here at Richard Bland. We are going through the rebranding process, the strategic plan, and the academic programs are also being revamped and looked at for honors. I mean, we're just going to go a whole nother level past the athletics, and that's an exciting thing to be a part of. But we also have an amazing faculty and staff here. They've been supportive, they look after us, they're adjusting to all the changes that we're going through. So that's the things that I look for, because we on one side is athletics, but if we don't have the staff behind us, we can't be successful. So now officially, I want to announce that we are proud to announce that we'll be starting in 2013, 2014, we will be Richard Bland College will be part of the National Junior College Athletic Association, which is the two-year governing body for two-year institutions. We will be a part of Region 10, which is the Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina Conference. Those will be where our region, which is our conference, so those that are in the NJAA will consider regions. The fall sports that we'll be offering are men's soccer, which our head coach will be Martin Dell, and assistant coach by John Roach. The cross-country team in the fall will be head coached by Rick Wagonar and assisted by Dan Zielinski. During the wintertime, the men's basketball team will be coached by myself, and I have assistant coach Donald Payton. We are also in the process of hiring another staff member on that. The cheerleading team will be Jeremy Cole, and during the springtime, we will be offering track and field, which will also be coached by Rick and Dan. And the softball team will be determined. I'm in the process of hiring a head coach right now through the interview process. Hopefully, they have that announced by next week. As an athletic program, there's two areas. You have your mission and then you have your goals. Our mission is to develop our student athletes in all areas of their lives. We want to develop their characters. We want to also develop them academically, but also athletically. So we're going to expect nothing less than excellence on and off the court. Whether we're working with the youth groups, with the YMCA, youth homes, we're going to be out in the community expecting our student athletes to realize there's something more than a soccer ball. There's something more than a basketball. And we got to give back, and we got to help others that are around us. We're going to have the Fellowship of Christian Athletes starting on campus too, starting in the fall, which will broaden our student athletes' horizons on belief systems and things like that. And overall, we want the student athlete experience to be one of a high caliber. Whether we're going to visit a new part of North Carolina, or whether we're going out to Tennessee, we want our student athletes to learn about other things. We might go see a museum. You never know where we'll be or what we're going to do. But the whole student athlete experience is critical. That is why we want to develop them as a whole. Our goals, first and foremost, are to graduate all of our student athletes. Is that attainable? Maybe, maybe not, but we're going to work towards it. So all of our coaches have various goals and initiatives to try to graduate those student athletes that are under their control. We also want our student athletes to advance to four-year institutions, whether they are getting scholarships or whether they're just going to compete. We are here to develop them on the academic side and also the athletic side. So we want them to move on from this two-year institution to go to a four-year institution. A lot of the long-term plans that we look for, we want to grow our athletic program. As our student base, our student population grows, we will grow our athletic program. We hopefully eventually have lacrosse, men's and women's golf, women's basketball, baseball, and hopefully men's and women's wrestling. So initially, hopefully in about 3 to 5 years, we'll be upwards of about 15 intercollegiate athletic teams. As you can see, just here, our facilities are strong. We have an on-campus softball field, on-campus soccer field. We have a gymnasium. We have a weight room that we're adding equipment to. So we're really trying to make our facilities top-notch. We will be on par with many of the four-year institutions that you will see across the nation. And as we slowly upgrade, it will be based on the success and obviously the growth of our college. So overall, our athletic program will be competing at a highest level that we possibly can nationally to make not just the college proud, but also to make everybody in the local community, but statewide and nationwide know that Richard Bland College, not just for athletics, which we will win championships, but we also want them to know the name because somebody can come here to get a great education and have a great student athlete experience. So in the time right now, I'd like to introduce three of our first student athletes that were recruited that are going to sign their letter of intent. The person that we have is Doug Jackson. He's a 6'6", 225-pound power forward center that is at Colonial Heights High School. He has approximately 3.5 GPA. He was selected second team all-district. He was an all-academic selection also. He averaged approximately 19 points, 13 rebounds, and is an honor roll student, obviously, from Colonial Heights High School. He will be a part of the men's basketball program. Next to him in the middle is Ryan Dell. He's a men's soccer signee. He plays at Cosby High School, but also part of the Partisan Richmond FC and FC Richmond Magic club teams, which, as y'all know, the men's soccer club teams are very critical on top of their high school. He has approximately 3.2 GPA, and he is an outside midfielder. The next one, on the end closest to me, is Frank Barksdale. Frank is a 6', 175-pound guard who attends Petersburg High School, who currently has approximately a 3.5 GPA also. Was a second team all-district selection, was also an all-academic district selection. He will be a part of the men's basketball program also. So in front of them are their letters of intent that they are committing to play for Richard Bland College in the year 2013-2014. Everybody, please give them a round of applause. Any family members and coaches, as y'all please come stand behind your student athletes as they sign their letters of intent. So also we will take a quick photo up, and then after they finish their signing, we'll be open for any questions from the media and anybody in the stands.
All right.
Congratulations, gentlemen, and I will be looking for great things from each and every one of you. Now, I will field any questions that anybody might have. Be quiet time, any questions? Okay. Well, those of y'all, we have light refreshment up. Yes. That's a great question. Actually, Region 10 is the largest region in the nation, which gives us actually great, what we call firepower when it comes to scheduling, because when you have your district, your conference play, and you have your conference tournament, we as a men's basketball program, because we are the largest, we get an automatic into the national tournament. There is no qualifying. So whoever wins the tournament automatically goes off. Whereas in the difference between the NJAA and the NCAA, you actually have what's second level district play. So you might have to play a team out of Maryland or New York in order to advance to the national tournament. So we won't have any problem scheduling, because there's actually right now 36 teams in our region. And there are 3 levels in the NJAA. There is a Division 1, a Division 2, and a Division 3, just like the NCAA. Good question. So that gives us, we are part of the strongest region in the nation. We had Lewisburg College in the men's soccer division with a national runner-up in men's soccer last year. And on men's basketball, they went in as a number 3 seed nationally, but they were ranked number 1 in the nation almost the entire year. So it tells you the quality of play that we'll be competing against. Any other questions? All we have light refreshments. I will be around. Coaches will be around. If anybody wants to speak to our new student athletes, feel free. And thank you very much that everybody came out. Let me see the stands.